Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. As Let's get right into it as our weekly episode reviews of The Mandalorian, and here we are now in season 2, episode 5, chapter 13, The Jedi. And this is, without question, the most anticipated episode, I think, for all of us who are fans of Star Wars and who are fans of The Mandalorian. This is the one. This is the episode that we've all been waiting for because, of course, it is the return of Ahsoka Tano. Yes, the beloved Star Wars character from the Clone Wars, a little bit in Rebels. I will first start off by saying that she is definitely in, like, probably definitely in the top 5 of all Star Wars characters in all of canon. She is without question in my top 5. I love her character. I love her story. I love everything she brought to the table in Clone Wars. I mean, she was a star of that series, and you know, it's like a dream come true to finally see her. The idea of her being live action is just so cool, and this the Mandalorian is gonna gave us this opportunity for her to come to the live action. And first starting off with the casting of her when it was first announced a while back that Rosario Dawson was gonna play Ahsoka Tano. I mean, right off the bat, I'm pretty sure we all were like, "That's money." First of all, she's a great actor. Second of all, she really looks like her. And so when you put pieces together and you just say, like, okay, once they get the makeup on her and everything, she's going to be exactly like her. And let's just start off by saying they absolutely perfected that transition. Actually, I wouldn't even say it's a transition from animated to live action. It was so seamless. It was done so perfectly. It doesn't even feel that way. It just feels like the animated character come to life. It is picture perfect. Everything about her, everything from, you know, the tone of her voice, the cadence, um, the dialogue that she says, even when she's wielding her lightsabers and she's fighting, I was like completely like nerding out because I'm like, even the faces she makes, like those like grunts and stuff, like that's exactly what she did in the Clone Wars, and I was just so happy. You could just tell. And you know what? Start off by saying that's just the thing about the Mandalorian is that they get Star Wars. They know exactly what they're doing. We saw in a couple episodes ago with Bo-Katan when we saw like it was just so perfect the way they brought her character to life in live action, and now with Ahsoka Tano, it's just like these guys, Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau. This is what happens when you put Star Wars in the right hands. When you put it in the hands of people who are passionate about it and people who love it in and out and who just live and breathe Star Wars. This is what happens. This is why Ahsoka Tano, we were so excited to see her. And there was never any doubts, I don't think, coming in that, like, oh, are they going to do her right? Or oh, who they're going to cast? Like, nothing. This show has already proven. Excuse the wind, of course. I am outside. It is really cold, but yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, I mean, just they did an absolutely great job for her. From the third frame she was on, I was like, okay, they did an amazing job of her. So right off the bat, Ahsoka Tano, yes, perfect. So when we get right into it, of course, the reason that she popped up in this episode is because the Mandalorian his mission has been to get Baby Yoda to another Jedi, this Jedi Ahsoka Tano, so that way she could train him. Um, now that finally has come to pass, and I really love how Ahsoka is saying that, like, no, she senses it. She's like, oh no, there's too much fear in him. She said something along the lines of like, I've seen what happens when, a powerful Jedi is succumb to his fears. Of course, talking about her former master Anakin Skywalker and seeing what he became. Of course, Darth Vader. So right off the bat, that hesitance is just it just brings back so many memories because you know exactly what she's talking about. It's just like everything she's been through. It's just like, oh yeah, I mean, there's absolutely no question, and you can feel it in her voice, and it's just like, wow, yeah, she's been through that. She knows exactly what she does, so it makes sense why she wouldn't want to like just okay, let me take Baby Yoda. And oh yeah, speaking of that, of course, we finally got a freaking name. Grogu. It's just crazy. See, this is what I'm saying. Grogu, she senses, she's like, yeah, the Mandalorian was like, so you can know what he's saying? She's like, yeah, kind of. Just basically explaining the Force to him because to the Mandalorian it's like completely foreign. I think he mentioned the Jedi's as like wizards or some sorcerers, of course, because he really has no knowledge with them. I think in the first thing, one of the first lines he said is like, I've never had any dealings with the Jedi, so like this is all like super new to him. And like Ahsoka Tano right off the bat, she just reads. They just have that connection through the Force, and she's like, yeah, I know his name. We get pretty much got everything about him. Baby Yoda says he was trained in the Jedi Temple, and somebody took him once the Clone Wars happened, and the Jedi were wiped out. Somebody hit him, and then since then it's been nothing but pain. So that's like she just read that in like 2 seconds, and that's another thing that I love. I love the Mandalorian. There has not really been too much action with lightsabers or Jedi and the Force, but for me personally, and I had a feeling even once this season this series was announced, in some way, shape, or fashion, there's going to be some mention of Jedi or the Force. And I think no matter what, I think that's the one thing that was missing from this series. Is me personally, I love everything about the Jedi. I love even the Sith, everything, the philosophy, like how it's just like a religion, and how the Jedi and the idea of the Force plays in this complex set of stars in this galaxy far, far away. I love everything about the Jedi, and I knew once Ahsoka was gonna come into the picture, we were gonna get some of that Force Jedi juicy goodness that I just love so much. And yeah, I just miss seeing that, and it's just incredible to see here. But yeah, the Mandalorian helps um, um, Ahsoka on her mission of this village, and this lady who has like this emperor of some sort who has like this armor, and she says like, yeah, it's like Mandalorian armor, it's made of the same thing. So like when Ahsoka's fighting her, it's of the same armor, how it's like impenetrable. But while the Mandalorian's dealing with what he's dealing with, and Ahsoka's fighting this woman, she asks him like, where's his master, and the name drop, and we get another name drop from canon. I can't believe it. Thrawn. I mean, freaking Thrawn, dude. Like, I can't believe it. Like, this show is so good. I mean, we're gonna see all these characters that we love, either slowly but surely coming all into play here, and it's just wonderful to see. And like I said, as soon as that name was mentioned, like, oh my God, my mind immediately went. So who is gonna play Thrawn? Who in the world is gonna play? It's gonna be good. Have no doubts about it. Whoever it's gonna be, it's gonna be perfect, just like everything we've seen thus far. But yeah, that little name drop, another little a little foreshadowing, even with the arrival of Ahsoka Tano. It's like when Bo-Katan came into the picture. Oh, here's Ahsoka. She's gonna come. Now Ahsoka comes. Oh, where is Thrawn? So it's just like it just never ends. It just never ends. It's just this series always brings something to keep the audience excited and looking forward to the rest of it. It's just, I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. And so yeah, the way the episode ends, Ahsoka says, take him to this old Jedi temple on this planet, and it'll be like a mating call. Like hopefully a Jedi will come and save and come and feel his presence and come and train him, because Ahsoka doesn't really want. She has her own stuff to deal with. Of course, she's gonna try to find Thrawn. She's hesitant about training Baby Yoda because of what she's dealt with before with Anakin. So I mean, it's awesome. I mean, it's just I would assume probably for the next couple of episodes. I'm not sure. We're at episode 5. I'm sure Ahsoka will pop up again. We probably won't see her too much this season. She'll probably pop up again in an episode or two. But that's the thing, though. It's just like, we're going to get right back on track, and the Mandalorian's now. It's got another mission to take on. And so this series just paced so well. Everything it seems every scene, every shot, every episode is so meaningful. There's so much new information. It doesn't matter the length of the episode. I mean, these things are only like 45 to 30 minutes long, but each episode brings so much to the table. It's just it has you. Now we're like having all these theories. Now what's gonna happen? Now what's gonna happen with Ron and Ahsoka, and now the Mandalorian, Baby Yoda, Grogu. Grogu's freaking name. Now we got a name. So yeah, I mean, this is by far my favorite episode of the series. Um, I cannot. I mean, we're barely 5 episodes in, and look at how much drama we've already got going on. I just can't believe it. The return of Ahsoka is absolutely incredible. I would love to see a reunion. I'm pretty sure we'll see it at some point with Ahsoka and Bo-Katan. They got a lot of history get together. I'm sure something will have to, you have Moff Gideon over there with the Death Troopers. Everything's gonna kind of come to a head by the end of this season, and I have a feeling probably like in the season finale, you'll probably see all these characters that we've seen, and maybe some we haven't seen. Maybe some more surprises will appear in the later episodes. So I'm just really looking forward to that. Really super thrilled with this episode. My favorite so far. This is going to be one of those episodes where we look back on the show's legacy years from now, and we're going to all look back and say, remember the episode where Ahsoka Tano came, chapter 13, the Jedi. I'll never forget it. As soon as I finish uploading this, I'm going to immediately watch it again, and I'm just absolutely thrilled with this series. The Mandalorian is just phenomenal. love Star Wars, love the Mandalorian, love everything they're doing with it. So that's pretty much my review. If you want to stay tuned for my weekly reviews as I have been doing, please I invite you to like this video, leave your comments what you thought of this episode, and please subscribe if you want to hear some more reviews. And yes, I invite you all to join along for the ride. So thank you so much for joining me. Stay safe out there.